hello, hello, hello. How's everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. I have no complaints. You know, this has actually been a long time coming because I have been reading and studying Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill for quite some time. But before Napoleon Hill, I was very much into positive thinking um, by Norman Vincent Peale. That's where it really started. And I really thought I was good at it. I really, really did. But here lately, I have joined this company and they teach mindset classes. We have master mindset classes. And they have suggested that there are other books that we should read, right? And I've started reading some. My background is I'm Lady C, lifestyle transformational coach. But my background is in religion. My father was a Baptist preacher, so I grew up in the churches, grew up um, understanding the Bible, could quote all the books of the Bible and all of this myself. I learned that I remember as a child going to church was very enjoyable for me. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And as I became older and a teenager, I used to love to go to clubs because I love to dance. And I realized that as much as I love to go to clubs and dance, that's probably how much I enjoyed going to church as a child. But as I grew older, well, I had questions as a child about church. One of the things that I did not understand was we often, and I said we, my father and my stepmother and my sister and the rest of the children, we go into church and we would pass a Catholic church. And I think I was 9, 11 years old. And one of the things I noticed when we passed these churches is that a lot of these people were getting out of Cadillacs and Chryslers and, really nice cars. And when we pull up to the Baptist church where my daddy was a pastor, we today we call them hoopties, or quite a lot of hoopties in the parking lot. And I noticed that my dad used to tell me as a young child, I don't know what age I was when he began that I needed to marry someone, that earned a pretty decent income. Lawyers, doctors is what he was saying. Back then, when I was growing up, women were kind of thought to stay at home and mind the children. And the men went out and worked. Of course, I've lived past those days. That's certainly not the mindset today. But when I started, when I was born, and I'm sure that's why my daddy said that. So I've grown up. One other thing, too, as a child, we used to have the heaven and hell parties, which was really fun. My daddy cooked a mean chili, and that was really good. So you got chili if you went to hell. You had cake and ice cream if you went to heaven. I guess I kind of like that hell part because I love that chili. But anyway, as I grew up, I never understood this God that I learned as a child that loved me so much, but still could send me to hell and actually created a hell for me to go to if I didn't obey certain rules. Just did not make sense to me. I did not understand it. I just didn't. So I think I was in my 30s. Someone dropped this book off to me, and I don't have it here. Oh, I do. Okay, but it was called Three Magic Words by U.S. Anderson, Andersen. The book became my Bible. I put down the other Bible and I picked that one up because it really spoke to me and it made so much sense. From there, I think is when because I did the 30-day fast in that one. And then I went on to understanding the negative thinking and the negative programming and all of that. But I really didn't get it. So I did some work and I did pretty good. I thought I was really doing good until I ran into Bob Proctor about 5 years ago. And he was talking about paradigms. And that really made a lot of sense to me too. And then I understood paradigms. So I understood that a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish in life, and the reason I hadn't, is because of my paradigm. And so then I started working on that. But what I told you all that background, but what I came here today talking about, I had women slash partners, but it can be anybody. But I'm female. And so I talk to a lot of females. And, you know, because I've been in a 15-year relationship now, actually one of the best relationships I've ever had. Um, but we had a breakup period, and I realized during the breakup period that one of the reasons I got there to that place of breaking up is because of my thinking. See, I've come to really believe that our thinking is really very, 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 very powerful. What you think. That is why thinking positive thoughts is so important, because basically, probably because of my background, my history, things that happened to me as a child, I probably don't have the best thoughts about men, the trust factor and all of that. And I wasn't consciously aware of it. That's that paradigm again, right? So what was happening in that relationship, as wonderful as the man was, I am a she. uh, but as wonderful as the man was, the relationship had some serious challenges because of my thinking, because I'm always thinking that he's really being unfaithful. Thoughts create. And that's really all I want to say about that. You know, ladies, we want good men, most of us, maybe all of us. But we want to go through their phones. We want to um, follow them or all kinds of things. Because I remember when I was clubbing, one of the things I didn't do sometimes is go around from club to club looking to see if the guy that I was dating at that time was at the club with someone else. So I come here really kind of pleading with us to not do that, to start changing our mindset. See, also in my caption, I talked about we have a tendency to, and I say we as human beings, we as women, we have a tendency to concentrate on what we don't want, not what we want. We think about what we want, but our concentration, our thoughts, what we create in this universe is totally opposite. We say we want a good man, but we treat the man we have like he ain't a good man. And even if he has done some things to create this lack of trust, if he has a lot of other good qualities, then those are what we need to concentrate on. Because I should have written this down by Les Brown, because Les Brown has a quote, and I don't even can't remember who that quote comes from. But when you see a man as he is, he remains. But if you see the man in your mind as you want him to be, or I don't like the word better, but different man, then that's the man he becomes, his higher self, his good self. Sometimes we keep people stuck in these roles that we really don't want them in because of our thinking. We must learn to shift our thinking. And that's really it for today. Shift your thinking. Think about the man you want and put all your energy on that, not the man you think you see, because you really could be creating a stumbling block for him. Okay? Lady C, Lifestyle Transformational Coach. Just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Hey, I love you. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself.